Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's Saturday. Slashback Saturday. Now, this is a segment that my very good friend Joe, the Horror Man, came up with, where he picks a certain theme, and we watch a slasher based on that theme and do a short review. This week's theme is summer camp, or camping. Now, I planned on doing Camp Dread, which is a movie I own with Danielle Harris and Eric Roberts, but I can't really get downstairs right now to get to my movies as much as I would like. So I'm going to be fairly generic this week. Not that the movie I picked isn't fantastic. It's definitely one of my favorites of all time. The movie I picked is the original Friday the 13th, uncut. Now, Friday the 13th is a 1980 film, which runs approximately 95 minutes, and is directed by Sean S. Cunningham, who gave us such classics as Deep Star 6, The New Kids, which is actually getting a release from Mill Creek, one of those retro slipcover ones, Spring Break, which is a pretty fun teenage sex comedy, and A Stranger is Watching. Now, this stars Betsy Palmer as Mrs. Voorhees. She unfortunately passed away on May 29th, 2015, at the age of 89. She was also in Dark Tide and It Happened to James. It also stars Adrienne King as Alice. She was in Tales of Poe, The Butterfly House, I believe, and Psychic Experiment. And of course, the big name, or who went on to become a big name, is Kevin Bacon as Jack. He was in Footloose, Tremors, a movie that I'm going to recommend called Super. It's actually a independent superhero film, which stars Rainn Wilson, Ellen Page, and of course, Kevin Bacon. And one of my favorites by him, which I don't believe gets talked about enough, Death Sentence. Very, very good movie. Very brutal. Now, Friday the 13th was made for $550,000 and grossed in the U.S. almost 40 million, and worldwide almost 60 million. And it's anybody's guess, with all the different editions that they've had out, how much they've grossed in DVD sales and VHS. This is the lenticular cover, which I actually just picked up last weekend. I picked up this one and Friday the 13th Part 2, so I don't even know how many copies I have of each now, but yeah. But this is really cool, and I love the uncut version. I actually have the uncut version on a 4-pack with Friday the 13th Part 1, uncut, 2, 3, and 4. Just a fantastic series and one of my all-time favorites. Now, I tend to stay away from the more popular series with reviews. In a way, I get why I do it. In a way, I don't. I like to introduce people to movies that they haven't seen before. Sometimes obscure movies. Sometimes crappy movies that I watch, so basically you don't have to. But I don't know, Friday the 13th has always been very special to me. The whole series itself, I've always loved. And yes, I've done rankings on them, and for the Slashback challenge, I actually did review the second one. And now of course I'm reviewing this one, but I don't know. They're just kind of special to me. I don't know. Along with a lot of the Child's Play movies, a lot of the Halloween movies. Like I said, I tend to stay away from the major killers. I don't know why. But, of course, this has a very simple premise. I'm sure most people have seen it by now. It's about a group of counselors who are getting the camp ready for a summer. And they get picked off one by one by a killer. Yeah. Fantastic movie. I have noticed that this has been getting a little bit of, not hate, but it's kind of overrated and blah, 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 blah. I don't feel that way. I think this is a brilliant whodunit still. Yes, I prefer to see Jason as the killer, but I don't know. This just has a really awesome feel to it. And the kills for its time were brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So have you seen Friday the 13th? I'm sure you have by now. But have you seen the uncut version? Definitely comment below and let me know. And check out Joe's original video, where we find out the theme for next week. And also don't forget to check out the Super Slash Brothers on Fridays when we do our stream. And if you like what you see in here, hit that like button and subscribe. And until next time, peace.